Well, hello everybody and welcome to part 1 of renovating the washroom. Step 1 is going to be for us to remove this piece of shit vinyl or whatever the hell is made out of thing. So basically they've mounted a kind of a bottom to this. That thing's, it's not too bad. Sturdy, tied into the drainage, not worried about that. But look at this piece of fucking flimsy shit. As you can see, there is a smidge of mold back there. Not too bad. It's all in the drywall. It's not a big deal. So what we're going to be doing first is we're going to go through and we're going to remove all of this out. I'll show a step-by-step on that one. When it comes to, for example, stuff here, without disassembling this, how do you remove it? Well, what I'm probably going to do is I'm actually just going to get here in the Dremel and cut this off, cut that off, and then I'll cut around the knobs. Unless, to be fair, I mean, if we remove the top cap on the knobs there, remove the actual handle from the knob itself, we should be good to go. There may be some gaps on the drywall back there. If there is, we'll do something behind there. Step 1, though, is removing a majority of the shower. Step 2, then, is going to be spraying down. We're going to use Jake's All-in-One. Why? Because the shit will kill this shit. Fuck chemicals, make it natural. So we're going to use Jake's All-in-One to spray down the inside of this. And then we will then replace the burnt out exhaust fan. On that exhaust fan, we're not going to tie it into the normal house power. We're actually going to run it off a power cable so we can easily integrate it into a timer in here. Because we're not going to need that exhaust be running 24/7. And then we can program it to come on, come off, come on, come off to help mediate the relative humidity in here. Given that it's going to be a veg room, having a higher relative humidity as opposed to out here is not going to be the biggest deal. But at the end of the day, it is way too dry out here too. But yeah, so this is called part 1. This is clip 1 of part 1 of working on the renovations here. So I'm going to start doing some shit here. When I get to a step that I really need to show you, I will show you. First step first, we're going to take all these screws on the bottom off. That'll be a step 1. We'll take the railing off. The railing here seems to be bolted in. Actually, it seems to be bolted onto this thing too. So you know what? Fuck it. We'll probably just keep that on there, cut it into pieces so that when we take it to the dump, it can go to the dump. But anyway, my friends, clip 1 of part 1 of renovating this washroom into our new veg room. See you in a bit, motherfuckers. Alright everybody, so long story short, this cocksucker is not coming out as easily as I thought. So, simply put, what does one do when it seems to be that your job's a little trickier than you thought? Well, I'm gonna pull out the fucking angle grinder. So let's get this stuff out of here quickly. There we go. There we go. Forgive me now if I plumb his ass any here. I will not make you watch the whole angle grinding. I'll probably just show you a second of it. But that is what I have decided to pull out to try to get the job done. Now, simply put, this is technically very close to a wall, so we're going to be careful. We're just going to get in there and start her. So, let's see what happens. Don't cut your power cord. Normally a bad idea. So what I'm doing is I'm actually just cutting along the exact top of this here. So I'm just working my way along the top. And basically that's what we're doing. So I'm just working my way through this and I'm going to cut the whole fucker out. And then when we pull the walls out, I'll cut it into pieces to fit it in the back of the truck there. But one, probably wear a respirator. A lot of shit's thrown around. You know, safety goggles, probably a good thing. But you know, I'm me, so I'm just going to get in there and do it. But anyway, everybody, this clip though, I'm gonna go cut some shit with the angle grinder. Let the good times roll, baby. Rock and roll. And if that was all out of focus, I'm sorry. All right, quick update. So, I've cut out the one wall there. As you can see, there is some mold, but it has not spread. We have already actually treated before this video with Jake, so this is all dead, but we will do a re-treatment just to be safe. Had to get a little creative on the corners just to get in there right. We will clean all of that up along this bottom once we get the main parts out. First things first is I'm going to take this wall out here, and then I'll get in there, remove the faucets, heads. These should technically just, there we go, see? You got a little cap there. I'm going to take that bolt out, remove the face plate, and hopefully there's enough clearance on the hole behind that to actually slowly pull that shit out. But, yeah. I'll check in a few once we get a little bit more of this done. But it's coming along, baby. It's coming along. Angle grinders are fun. And again, let's reiterate. Probably wearing a respirator and safety goggles, not a bad idea. A lot of shit flying everywhere. All on my beard, I'm sure. All over my shirt. But it's fun. Angle grinders. Okay, see you in a bit. All right, so we got it all out. As you can see, there's lots of crap everywhere. So next step is obviously going to be vacuuming and cleaning. This is what we have underneath. So what we're going to do, as you can tell, for the most part, didn't nick anything. Little nick on that top corner, not a big deal. So basically what I'm going to come through do now is one, first cleaning here. Two of them, I'm going to spray all of this shit down with Jake's, give it a good wipe down. Realistically, I'll probably just caulk those taps. I'm thinking going forward in the long run, I'm just going to attach a long hose onto this, just in case we ever need a hose in here. Have a long hose hanging down so there's no electronics at risk. Or I might even just take the whole fucking thing out, or at least shut it off to keep our tech safe. So next step though, clean this bitch up, spray Jake's, and then going forward, we will be installing shelves. Sort of a midway shelf kind of around here. Have two separate things. We're going to take a double squatch, have one fixture on the bottom, one fixture on the top, and we also got to replace the fan up in that bastard. All right, see you in a bit. Well, anyway, everybody, that's been part one. We have, in fact, cleaned the space a bit. We will be bringing you part two and working on that more today throughout the week. It might take us a week or two to get everything up and running in there, but this has been part one of renovating a shitter into a bedroom. We'll keep the toilet in there. It'll be the most tranquil shit in town. Anyway, everybody, thanks for tuning in. This is part one. Part two coming soon. Peace!